Well, hey everybody, it's Rob and Maureen and Chaz once again. So we are back tasting with our good buddy Chaz, and we have a special taste tonight. And we're going to taste Corazon Blanco. Why is it special?
Well, it is special because this particular bottle is not the new Corazon. It is from Nom number 1440, and it is about 25 years old. So, I'm excited. You excited?
I'm excited. So before we get going on this Corazon Blanco, this is a special thing for us because our friends Zach and Bowen down in Fort Walton Beach, Florida, gifted this to us, and it is 25 years old. They are not tequila drinkers, and they got this for a gift, and they've been hanging on to it, and they were kind enough to give it to us since they know we love tequila to try out. So we're going to tell you all about that. So we're super happy that Zach and Bowen are sponsoring the show tonight, and we want you to check them out. Bowen, he has the Modern Antiques Mall in Fort Walton Beach, and Zach has the Zach Fun Connection, and he does all kinds of crazy stuff. He's a mad scientist, he's a statue, he's a stilt walker, a juggler, a balloon twister, and probably 17 other things, chicken rider, that we've forgotten. So make sure you check out these guys down below in the comments, and we again super appreciate Zach and Bowen for sponsoring this episode of Sipping with the Stromads
and Chaz. So we're going to get right into it. This particular bottle is Nom 1440, so it is the old one. It is the original one. And we've got a great story that goes with that, besides, of course, the story from Zach and Bowen. But this comes in the most beautiful gift box, and you know who loves a gift box?
I love a gift box.
Better than anybody in the world.
Look at that.
Rob loves a gift box. So it comes with 4 really nice shot glasses. Actually, they're like double shooter. Wow, they're really big, these glasses.
They are.
And look at that. That's like, what? Like, that's probably like 3 shots in there. That's way bigger. So I'll just leave that there. We won't be drinking shots. I don't know. We might be. You never know. So this bottle, I believe, has a real cork in it.
It does have a real cork.
He didn't wait for me to tell him that. So, and you know what?
Chaz is going to bail us out with his handy dandy corkscrew.
It's okay, because I was watching a review today from one of my favorite channels out there, Lou Agave. I'm going to give you a shout out. And I was watching his review of this, and his bottle did the same thing. And he said we might get some floaters in there. He used a regular, you know the kind that I like, plain old wine key that serves everybody. So, because it's a real cork and it's been around for ages and ages, it's going to dry out.
Yep.
I also looked at the price if you were going to buy this bottle online. It's like $167. I don't know that it is, was always that price, but if it goes on the inside, it's fine too. We're going to drink it all probably before. There we go. Look at that. Chaz is a pro.
Wow, that was should have been on camera
fantastic.
Because that was smooth.
No floaters. Look at that. I wonder if the bottle was full at one time. This bottle is called the Long Neck. So it was only that period of time that it was done in 1440 that they did that. They don't make this in this bottle anymore. They do make a shorter long neck, but it's only like about that big, and then they make a regular bottle. So smells pretty good already. And why don't I pour us a little sip. So, we're coming from Powers Palace, right here in Middletown, Delaware. Chaz, it's so good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
What you been up to?
I'm working, being cold.
Yeah, I know,
Looking
right?
at people in warm destinations.
I don't know who that would be. Have you had any good tequila?
Just the stuff I finished off from the last
So-
time we were together.
I brought some stuff back from Mexico, and gosh, I hope you like it. We're going to talk about that on another show, maybe next weekend.
Okay.
We'll do that.
Look forward to it.
So anyway, let's give it a little sniff, and then we have a couple things we want to talk about. Guys, tell me what you're getting there.
Smells like tequila.
It does smell like tequila, which is cooked agave.
Yeah.
I love when I get cooked agave first. That's the first thing you want to smell. Got just a little bit of alcohol, which is not offensive. It's not punching you in the face and singeing off your eyebrows. Chad, did you get anything?
Just what you were saying, cooked agave, and I didn't smell the alcohol until I twirled.
Yeah,
I twirled, and then the alcohol.
Yeah, it did
More a little
release.
bit.
Yeah, it did release. Yeah, I'm not getting anything else after that.
No, it's a little.
Well, let's just have a little
Yeah.
sip and let's see what we get. Maybe it's all alcohol now. Get some alcohol on that. You guys.
Got your party started?
I definitely got the party started.
Started
It's funny though. It did not give me that big. It tastes like alcohol, but I did not get that big numbing necessarily. Like sometimes I get a really nice numb. I get some maybe some licorice. I guess is that anise? That would be anise. Would be like a licorice taste to it.
Yeah,
Do you get that?
I could. It's nice and smooth. It's thick. Thick and
It is
smooth,
thick.
I
Look at
think.
that.
Nice. I like the, I guess, I don't know whether that's cayenne or what, the peppery. I kind of like that.
It is. It is very peppery, which is nice because sometimes for me, I get pepper and alcohol almost confused. Like because it's all hot. You know, this is a pretty hot tequila. You think?
Yeah, I wonder, with it being in the bottle for 25 years, what does that do to the alcohol?
I don't know because I the alcohol was
Or the level?
big.
amount,
Yeah.
is it-
I would have thought it would have seeped out a little bit, but I don't think so. It's not terrible. This is pretty
I kinda
darn
like-
good.
It's a little earthy. There's
Yeah.
a little earthy. It's not mineral. It's earthy.
Yeah, a lot of times though, when I think of earthy, and this is probably a terrible. I'm probably the worst taster ever, but I always think earthy. I kind of think like moldy or something, and
Yeah,
I don't get that at all.
No.
I think it tastes a little bit brighter than earthy, like maybe grass or hay or something like that. Straw.
Yeah,
No.
Not for me. I don't think it's that light.
The thickness of it is really, after you said that, it's almost oily.
Yeah.
It tastes
is.
like a good. I mean, not taste, but the thickness is like a nice buttery Chardonnay.
It really is. It is. It feels good in your mouth. I mean, that's nice. A lot of times, I find blancos they finish just clean, and they don't last. This one, almost like some mint or some menthol.
I could get on board with the menthol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The menthol,
yeah. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. Well, TMM, Tequila Matchmaker out there, and you really need to be on there if you want to learn anything about tequila. It will not steer you wrong. I don't think it'll steer you wrong. They say you're going to get
What do they say?
cooked agave,
Oh.
vegetal like grass, black pepper, earth, smoke, citrus, and mint. And maybe that's where that lightness is coming in. Citrus and mint were way back, like 2
Yeah.
and 3. But I would probably say mint or menthol. I get almost, when you breathe back out, you can feel it. I can feel it in my throat. Taste, we get cooked agave, black pepper, earth, vegetal, and again, citrus. And I do like that minty or mentholy taste. Or would it be a taste or a feeling? I guess that would be an olfactory, right? Or when you exhale the alcohol. Like sometimes you feel like it's like you're fire breathing. This is just nice. You don't get that menthol until you release or until you breathe back out. I didn't. I don't know. You guys tell me.
I don't know. I'm
No
not,
comment?
I'm not no. Let's just have a little bit more.
We need to try a little bit more just to be sure that this is what we're getting.
Thank you.
Certainly. I wonder if anybody out there has seen the new Batman movie. That's something I am very curious about these days.
I saw it the other day.
Did you?
Mhm.
And you didn't take me? Why didn't I go with you?
Lauren took me.
Oh my gosh, I would have loved to have gone with you. I love Batman. He is probably not my favorite Batman. My favorite Batman is Christian Bale's.
Of course it is.
And my second favorite, I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for this, was Ben Affleck. I loved him as Batman, and I love him. Anyway.
Not a Clooney fan.
I was not. No. George Clooney is a bad man. We know. Quinny and I know like George Clooney. So anyway, I digressed. I'm sorry. I'm getting the eye. And we're back to our tequila story.
I'm good. I was waiting on the Batman review from Chas.
Oh, the Batman. It was much darker than the other ones. A little more gory.
Oh.
Robert Pattinson did a good job, better than I thought he would do.
Yeah.
He hid that English accent. Because if you ever hear him be interviewed, I mean, he's got a really strong accent. So he kind of sounded like your guy, Christian Bale.
Oh,
His voice
really?
projected the same way. So,
Love that.
but gory, and it looks like there'll be some more. You know, the way it goes. You know, it looks like they'll build off of that storyline. So.
Good. So it left you pretty happy for whatever movies cost these days?
It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
No, not
That's
bad.
okay. For Batman, we'll pay. I'll pay. Rob's not going to go. I'm going to take my son. This week, I'm going to take my 30-year-old son. We're going to see Batman together. So, let us know down in the comments what you think. Who's your favorite Batman out there? Of course, Adam West. There is nobody. That doesn't even compare to anything. He was the best Batman ever. Anyway, let us know what you think. So, back to our regularly scheduled program. Corazon means heart in Spanish.
Mi corazón.
Heart. Yeah, the Corazon. Did you already know that?
Well, of course I did.
Did you know that?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
We just spent 5 weeks in Mexico. I did not know Corazon is your heart.
But I didn't speak. I did not speak the native tongue there. I only learned a few things. And anyway. So.
Don't say it.
That's hilarious. So I would think that the Corazon, because it's heart, is very appropriate for this bottle. Zach and Bowen got this as a wedding gift, and 25 years ago, they kept it. They held on to it. They didn't want to get rid of it because they really they treasured their wedding gift. They just didn't know what to do with it, and they knew that we had a tequila channel, and we've been friends with Zach and Bowen for a really long time, and Zach brought it to us out of love, and he's like, hey, maybe, you would like this. And, we've been holding this for an entire, almost a year now. So that was pretty good. And So, Zach and Bowen, we appreciate your love for each other. We appreciate your love for us. And I appreciate both of you guys for our shared love of tequila. Thank you for all that make wonderful tequila. And thank you for joining us here at Sipping with the Stromads. We got a little story, little sip here. Cheers, salud. And who wants to tell them how it's cooked?
Go ahead.
Well, I know
Well,
I
let
have
Chas
all of that.
take care of that.
There's our notes.
Okay.
We've got some over here too.
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I can tell you
Can't
about that
read
when
the
we get back.
teleprompter.
That's just
Okay.
I had the teleprompter. We got to get that thing fixed.
So it's done in stone brick ovens, roller mill crushed, fermented in open air, stainless, and distilled 2 times in stainless pots. So no diffuser.
No, it's made
No
right.
columns. So
Yeah, I don't understand the stainless pots though, because I always thought everybody finished in copper. Like copper does something.
usually distill in the copper and then finish in stainless.
Yeah.
But
I guess they do whatever they
yeah,
want to do.
yeah.
So 1440 is also where Espelon comes from, and Cabo Wabo. So we're Espelon fans, I would say.
Yeah.
Shout out to the No-No Zone and all those in that area of the party. Espelon is great for a lot of things. It's good, by itself, and it's really great for a mixer, and it's cheap. Price point, I shouldn't say cheap. Price point is right. So it originally comes out of the San Nicolas Distillery.
We're talking about the Corazon now.
Yeah.
Originally comes out of the.
Yeah. The San Nicolas, Casa San Nicolas Distillery. Distillador San Nicolas. And it's located in the Highlands.
Okay.
The Los Altos region, which is the Highlands. So what is the Highlands known for?
The Highlands is known for their agave.
Right.
But
more so. Oh my God. Of course they're known for their agave. We're talking about tequila.
no, the Highlands agave tends to be a little sweeter.
Yeah,
Because of the rain.
Well, that's what I would almost say now in sipping with this a little bit. It is a little sweeter.
Yeah, it's not dry.
No, but I am. It is not certified additive free. Because they don't freaking make it anymore.
I was going to say 25 years ago.
Yeah, they weren't TMO,
certifying.
No. But it did say in the stuff that I was reading that it was additive free, and I would probably guess that these bottles are back then. I don't know what the new ones taste like. I haven't had them, so I'm pretty happy with it. So the little bit of background of it and where it all started. There wasn't a lot. I couldn't find a lot on the internet, and I'm assuming it's because it changed distilleries. They're not gonna. And back in, I guess it was 1998. There just wasn't a lot of information stored in that. So this story goes back like 100 years. Actually, more than 100 years now. What would that be? 125 years. So back in 1896, Don, am I going to get this right? Kelso?
Mm-hmm.
Placentia?
Yeah.
He was a man with a dream. He worked hard in the agave field, got up, went to work every day. They didn't say whether he was a humidor or what he did, but if he worked in the agave fields back in 1896, it was not a walk in the park. So he promised his family that one day they would own their own estate and their own tequila brand. So he went on and he instilled this and he did his thing, providing for his family, working hard. Well, obviously he passed away, had a good life, and his grandson, and his name is Raul Placentia, he brought this vision and dream to life in 1998, like 100 years later. he founded the Distillador San Nicolas, and that's where Corazon was born. And it was hard to tell again the dates when they sold, but they did sell to
Sazerac.
yeah, Sazerac, and it is now distilled out of 1103 San Mateus Distillery. But I thought that was such a great story. Back when it was all estate grown. Everything was there, and they only used mature agave, which was 8 to 12 years old. So they had a real desire to make a great tequila, and I would say hats off.
Yeah,
Man. I think it's great.
Presentation is great. The box is great.
Oh yeah,
the little shot glasses are great.
Gift set.
Long neck bottle. It's all good.
Long neck bottle.
And it's kind of neat to be able to taste a tequila that old.
It is, and to know that it was bottled. I'm assuming at the inception of the distillery, because if Zach and Bowen have had it almost 25 years. The distillery was just starting, so they had grown their agaves for 8 to 12 years before they distilled their product and bottled it. So I guess the moral here is sometimes you have to pass your dream on to your younger generation. Fill them in. Tell them what you want for their life and what you're hoping. And sometimes those younger guys and girls, they'll pick up the dream, carry them forth, and manifest that dream for them. So hang on, impart your wisdom, and believe in your dreams.
Yay.
Isn't that sweet?
Yeah,
I love it.
That's great.
So girls and guys out there on YouTube, thanks for joining us. We had a good time tonight. We have a bottle of tequila to finish, and we're going to hang out, visit with Chas, and
Be sure to like us, subscribe, and leave us a comment down there. Tell us what you think. Tell us who your favorite Batman is.
yes, tell us.
And if you've got any suggestions, or if you want to sponsor a show and be a part, either live or virtually, you can do that. Just let us know. So we are the Stromads and Chas, and this is Sipping with the Stromads.
Cheers.
Cheers.